Hey, welcome to the Daily Devo. My name's Mike, and today we're going to talk about how to keep your anger in check. Have you ever felt really mad or frustrated with God? Like something bad happened in your life and you just wondered how in the world God would let this happen to you? Or maybe you thought that you were following God's plan, you were doing the thing you were supposed to do in life, and then all of a sudden disaster hit. Oftentimes in these moments, we hear phrases that might even cause us to have more anger. Things like this, God will never give you more than you can handle. Or when God closes the door, he always opens a window. Now, there's some truth to these phrases, and letting God be God is really important. He opens up many opportunities over the course of our life. And yeah, God has prepared you for every hardship you'll ever face. But sometimes the frustration and the anger of a situation feels so much louder than the truth that we should be resting in. We're talking about Jonah. Jonah finally went to Nineveh. The people of Nineveh turned their lives around. They listened to God. God changed his mind. He spared them from destruction. We just talked about the fact that Jonah, somehow, he got angry with God in this situation. God's change of plans upset Jonah to a pretty extreme point, to the point that he even said to God, will you just kill me? He was that angry. Jonah was overwhelmed, and it's really easy to get there in life sometimes. But I think what the Lord said to Jonah can really help us today. Look at Jonah chapter 4, verse number 4, and it says this. The Lord replied, is it right for you to be angry about this? Is it right for you to be angry about this? Let's be honest. It's easy in life to get upset about things that we probably shouldn't be upset about. Why is that? I think we can get a lot like Jonah in our lives. We can get our perspective set on one thing and then something different happens. I think we can get upset because we have expectations on other people or in circumstances that things are going to go a certain direction. And then we realize something we don't like very much. We realize that we don't have control over everything and everyone. And Jonah went through this, and his desires for the situation, for this moment, they weren't good. And I think God's question to Jonah should be something we carry into our anger, a question we carry into our frustration. Is it right for us to be angry about this? Is it right? Some things are right to be angry about, but then there's just some things that we shouldn't be angry about. We shouldn't be frustrated by. Hey, maybe you have some anger genes in your DNA. I want to encourage you to take a seat. Consider something that's ticked you off recently. Consider what's upsetting you right now. And ask yourself, is there a way to step aside from this high heart rate, from this frustration, and ask yourself this, is it right to be upset right now? And I think what that means is this, is that God, is he honored with you in this moment? Is your anger something that reflects the heart and the nature of God? Or do you just need to move on and make peace and get over whatever it is that has you frustrated? Do you need to distance yourself from a situation or from a person so that you're not faced with the opportunity every day to be so upset about the same thing over and over? Today's challenge is this: heart check your anger. Next time you feel yourself getting upset, take a minute and evaluate. Step to the side and ask yourself some deeper questions to figure out what's really going on with your anger. Always look to see, is my anger, my frustration right before God, and does it honor him in this moment? Thanks for tuning in